What's up, guys? What's up, Willie? What's up, Rob? Just give me 1 second. I just got this phone call. Give me 1 second, all right? What's up? I'm back. Sorry about that. As soon as I hit go live, phone rang. What's going on, Rob? What you up to, man? Hi, Paula. Hit my buttons. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's going on, Willie? It's going good, man. Had the day off. Just went food shopping this morning and just chilling out the rest of the day. What you up to? I'm just sitting here waiting for CNC to go live. We said around 9 o'clock. Figure I'd go live for a little bit. 20 minutes or so. You all hear me? What's up? Can you hear me or no? Rob, you here? Or is there no sound? Is that why everybody left? Is there no sound? If anybody's here, just let me know if there's sound. Might have had a problem with this. I don't know. Had 3 people, and all of a sudden everybody's gone. Should I end it? Not end it? I don't know. I don't know. On YouTube said there's one person here. If somebody's here, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If the stream's coming in fine. I'm looking at it from I just looked at it from my phone and it looked good. Rob, you here or no? I don't know. Guess I'm just going to end it. Guess I'm just going to end it. I'm on my phone. I could hear it. I don't know what happened, but I said in the Gamblers that I was going to go live for a little bit. I told TCS and Bean. Stay on for a minute. Like I said, it was only going to be for like 20 minutes anyway. But just wanted to see what everybody was doing today. What everybody's up to now. Saturday night. Almost 9 o'clock on a Saturday. All right, I'm back. How you been? I'm good, man. I'm doing good. I just didn't know what happened. I saw 3 people and everybody was gone. I thought maybe the audio was messed up. I went on my phone and it was fine. What you up to, Willie? I just figured come on for a little bit. Waiting for CNC to go live. Said around 9 or so. We had a free roll into another book. Or we're doing like a dirty book. What are you doing tonight? Going out? Any plans? What's up, Madam Sunshine? How are you, dear? What are you doing this fine Saturday evening? Not that kind of dirty. It's called a dirty book. Instead of doing a complete book that's, in the packet, you go to like 4 different reels and take 9 or 7, whatever, make up, 30 tickets off 4 reels, 5 reels, whatever. And supposedly it's called a dirty book. Oh, nice. Caught a flounder or a fluke? Because I don't hear winter flounder, and in the summer they're called fluke. Yeah, Madam Sunshine. I just found that out not too long ago that's what it's called. And I don't know. We did good. We did it twice in the past like 3 days and did pretty good. We got a profit dirty book. I think we got back 340, which was nice. We had a 200 and a 50, I believe, in that book. Fluke is good eating, but the regulations on them are just insane. I think now it's like 17 inches, I think, or 18 or something. In New York, it's like 18. Yeah, I think we got back like 340 on that one. And then the other night, I think it was like 250 or something. And then that was that first dirty book. And then we rolled into a regular book. What's up, Spirit? Then we rolled into another regular book of the same game, the money back bonus, and it was a dud. So we're doing another dirty one. In, I don't know, like 20 minutes or so. Sorry, I think we had a little buff. I'm gonna have to refresh. What's going on, Spirit? Try to put my phone somewhere, so I'm let's keep looking down. All right. Oh, okay. You're in Florida. That's right. But I don't know if there's fluke down there. I know they have flounder there for sure. But here we have in the wintertime, you catch winter flounder. And then they're not as big as fluke. And then in the summertime, you catch the fluke. Usually on like squid and sparring combination or like jigs. Fun to fish for. I love fishing for them. What's up, CC? What you doing? I just figured go live a few minutes before CNC goes back on. He said around 9 or so. So figure I'd come on and see what you're all up to. Happy Father's Day to you and all the fathers tomorrow. Thank you. I'm not a dad, but I have a dad, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. Mud minnows. Nice. We have look up on Google it. They're called a lot of places they call something different, but the technical name is called mummy chug, or they're called killifish, and we get them in the creeks over here by my house. I talked about them on my lives and on my videos. They come from the salt water and they go into like the brackish rivers. And we usually use like we call it a killing net, but it's like like a bait net or whatever. It has the 2 holes on each side, and then you put bread or whatever inside. I love perch too. But yeah, we catch those in the trap, and then we bring them down to the other river for catfish. Pretty cool. But the fluke like them too. They get them down by the ocean. What are you up to, Cece? I'm just drinking. I'm drinking tonight. Drinking heavy. All bone basket water. Being a good boy this weekend. I have to work tomorrow, so it's going to be busy, and I don't want to be hungover. Spirit, where are you at? Where are you located? I don't know if I've ever asked you. I don't understand this whole thing. I said I had 5 people in the chat, and then there's nobody, it says. But then people are talking. It's so weird. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Cece, it's Father's Day isn't nearly as busy as Mother's Day. I've worked in Italian restaurants my whole life, and Mother's Day is it's insanity. It's the busiest day of the whole year. And Father's Day is busy, but not that crazy. It's probably like a regular Friday or Saturday, That's exactly what I used. Cool. That's what you call them down there is mud. Would you say mudfish? I eat freshwater fish here. I like ocean fish, but the stuff we get here isn't very good. Oh, in Michigan. Okay. Cool. It'll just be another day, CC. Just go in, do what I got to do, and go home. I work tomorrow and Monday, then I'm off Tuesday. I'm going to see a band up, they call Mud Minnows. Sorry. I'm going up to in our town, up the other end of town. We have a, I guess you call it just a park. I don't know. But it used to be, the one I have the community garden, and that used to be the little school. And then the other spot where the middle school was that I did speak of one time is now a park. They knocked that down years ago too. And they have a band shell there and everything. And there's going to be our summer concert series is kicking off on Tuesday night. And there's a band called The Nerds. They're going to be playing. I'd rather have fresh shrimp and crab, not frozen. Yeah, me too. Fathers go golfing. Not all fathers go golfing. I'll tell you what, if I was off tomorrow, I'd be going fishing with my dad. We were gonna go today, but it was in the like, I think it got up to like 70 today. Beautiful. It was 90 something yesterday. Right now it's 61. It's nice and cool, but it was windy as all heck all day. And I'm just looking now. It's supposed to be 74 tomorrow, which is beautiful. I mean, I got all the windows open. It's beautiful. It's a nice cool breeze coming in. Better than having air conditioning on, I'll tell you that. But yeah, Mother's Day is most intense day in any restaurant. I had a place I used to work at up until 2015. They closed after like 30 something years. I was there for 7 years until they closed. And the first Mother's Day I did, it's one of the reasons why I play the number 732 in the lottery here, because I did 732 dinners. And back in the 80s and 90s, they used to do 1,000 on Mother's Day. It was insane. Outdoor concerts are fun. Yeah, they are fun. I went to it last year, and it was like, I think it was like 95 degrees at 9 o'clock at night. It was still a great show, but it was so hot. It was insane. I think it's going to be a little cooler this year, which is good. I want to catch something besides catfish. I've tried mud minnows and sand fleas and live shrimp. But that's the catfish that's freshwater or saltwater? There's saltwater catfish. Because we catch catfish here with those killifish that you call mud minnows. But we fish that in the river. I mean, which is mainly fresh. I mean, it is brackish, but it's mainly freshwater. We catch bullheads. We catch big channel catfish. And I think there's white cats in there too. Saltwater. I never caught a saltwater catfish. In North Carolina, we always use bloodworms. Yeah, here they use bloodworms for stripers, striped bass. Mainly that, and you'll get white perch. But that's one of the main baits for stripers. One of the main baits. Certain times of the year, they use live eels for stripers. And I mean, when we go down over here close to the house, we use just like swimming plugs. Either top water, big, 5, 6, 7, 8-inch top water lures, and just twitch them, and they'll go nuts on the top water. Or we use swim baits with the little paddle tail on the back. They love those. Then more south, more down South Jersey, down near the ocean, some of them will use live bunker, Medhaven, depending where you are. Everybody calls them different. They like that too, certain times of the year. I know there's good striper fishing down there too. Pulaski was telling me. I don't know if it's out on the coast, Crystal Coast, maybe. There's good trout fishing in North Carolina. Big trout. I was watching some videos the other day. But what else could you catch, Willie? Like drum? You guys have like black drum. You have, I'm trying to think, like snook, tarpon. I mean, that's probably more south, I guess. I don't know. What's the other ones? Redfish. I know redfish, snook, croaker. It is $10.50 a fish. Really? What, you use that for bait, or that's what you could sell them for? So I'm just checking my phone to see if CNC text. Nope, not yet. You guys also have I watch Nick from 618 Fishing. Check that channel. That's pretty cool. And he goes to a lot of what do you call those? I call them viaducts, but they're called something else. Oh my God, it's drawing a blank. Oh, you sell for bait. That's cool. Sheep's head. What's that called? You got like the falls right there. Like there's like, I don't know, maybe like a little dam where there falls and the water goes down. I'm just drawing a blank. I call them a viaduct. I don't know why, but I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Spillway. That's it. Spillways. 618 Fishing. I gotta check him out. He fishes a lot of spillways. Yeah, I guess like a reservoir, because the reservoir would be up top, and then the the spillway goes down below. I guess to like a river or whatever. It's down there, but he fishes there a lot. Big catfish and what are those called? They have like a blue mouth. Bowfin. Is it bowfin? Yeah, they got bowfin, and there's another one that kind of resemble a bowfin. I know bowfin are invasive, and then the other ones aren't. Snakehead is the other one. Catches a lot of snakehead. Yeah. I don't know where he's located in Florida, but I know sometimes he goes 2 hours away. He'll just go to like Google Maps and find a spillway somewhere and just drive to it and fish it. Yeah, snakehead. I don't know if we have them here in New Jersey. I've never heard of them here. I've never caught one before. Yeah, he's cool, man. I've been watching him for a couple years now. I like when he releases the fish. He's like, "See you later, buddy." Every single time, too. I don't think I've ever seen him put a fish back and not say that. It's like his catchphrase. He's cool, Willie. And check out Creek Fishing Adventures, I believe it's called. He's down in Tennessee. He does a lot of like creek smallmouth fishing. Sometimes he'll just walk the creek, and sometimes he's in his kayak. He does like some tournaments and stuff too. It's pretty cool, man. Good dude, man. I really like him. I love watching him. He puts up content every day. Sometimes 2 videos a day. Good stuff, though. I mean, I love smallmouth, so I love watching. He catches a lot of smallmouth and some largemouth and spots and rock bass. He was fishing a bigger one. He wasn't in Tennessee. I forgot where he was at. I would be lying if I remembered where it was. I just watched it like 2 weeks ago, and he was catching some big trout mixed in with smallmouth. It's pretty cool. Yeah, check it out. I thought Corey was going to be alive by now. Told you about my old girl fishing trip. Throw the bait out, pull it in, and bait boys retrieve and rebait the hook. Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah. Girls don't want to get their hands, they don't want to touch the bait, touch the fish. That's funny. Yeah, that is funny though. Yeah, my ex who passed away, she would take the fish off. She would put bait on. She didn't care, and she was girly too. She was a girly girl. Always had her nails painted, toes, everything. I don't know. She loved it. You love fishing or you don't. No, I'm actually not happy that I didn't go today. I really wanted to go because it was gorgeous outside. I wanted to be outside. I actually watched CNC stream, Scratch King. I think, and I just watched The Gambler. I think I watched probably about 4 hours worth of YouTube sitting outside on the couch, out on the deck, just relaxing. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful out right now. That's it, huh? What else do you fish for? Oh, I listen, Willie. I love trout fishing, man. I love fishing what I do with my dad. Like I said, the stripers and the other river for catfish. But my love is trout fishing. I've been doing it since I'm a little kid, with or without my dad. Mainly like with my best friend. We did it for years growing up as kids, and as we got older, he got a car license, and that was a thing every year. You know, going then in the wintertime we'd go up to Pulaski, New York, up by Lake Ontario, and go steelhead fishing. Steelhead, big browns, salmon. That I miss. I haven't done that in many years now. I would love to go. Maybe this year I'll go with my buddy. Can't wait till he comes home. He's been in Utah for a month. He'll be back next Sunday. Can't wait for him to come back. Never realized how much it was to upkeep a whole house, for a month alone for the most part. I have my other roommate, but he's here today, not here tomorrow. You know what I mean? He's one of those. I got to take care of the dog and work and do everything else. It's a lot of responsibility, but I got it. I want to go shark fishing, but the charters are expensive. Yeah, they're expensive all the time. Never mind just nowadays. Now they're even more expensive because of fuel. About catfish, I love catfish. Next to trout, that's my second favorite fish to catch, I think. And stripers. It's probably a close second, but stripers are seasonal, so catfish you can catch all year round. I got a lot of knowledge about catfish, about how we fish for them here anyway. Just give me 1 second. I want to get I muted instead of stopping the camera. You know what? You're right. I was muted. When I said I hit the mute button instead of the cam before, I must have hit it both. But what is your major question though, Cece? What do I think about catfish? I love fishing for them, but do you have like a specific question to ask? I use chicken livers when I fish for catfish. Yeah, a lot of people do, but like I said, we like using the live bait, so you never know what you're gonna catch. We catch pike and muskie, smallmouth, right along with the catfish. My neighbor loved catfish. She would leave the whole skeleton intact. What do you mean? Like skin it and just keep the carcass, keep the skeleton? That's pretty cool. Can you hear me or no? I think I unmuted. Forgot that I could do that. Oh, you hear me? All right, cool. Chicken livers is a good bait. Hot dogs are good. We used here's just a couple things that we've used through the years. We have used chicken livers, the live minnows, of course, worms, hot dogs, shrimp. We've used shrimp. We've caught a lot. Big channel cats love shrimp for whatever reason. No, whole fried catfish. She would suck it off. Oh, really? Wow. And she must have really loved it. I thought you meant she liked the keep the bones intact and then, like, I don't know, like dry it or whatever, keep it as a memento or something. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, we use a lot of different baits, man. Steak, either raw or cooked. Like we would just go. The river is literally like not even 10 minutes from my house. So my father, whatever, I don't live home. I haven't lived home since I'm 16. So I mean, whatever. My dad would be like, "Oh, you want to go to the river?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm off today." He would eat, have a barbecue or whatever, and then come pick me up, and he'd have a couple little things like wrapped in aluminum foil, And I'd like, "What do you got today?" I got a little steak. The end of the steak. I got a hot dog I cut up, whatever. Just use whatever we had, Where do you fish or recommend fishing? Okay, that's like two questions in one, and it's a big, broad question, but I'll attack it. So, where do I fish? Mainly, I fish. It's a brackish river. Okay, it's a big river that runs. It goes through a lot of towns. That it runs into the ocean. It's brackish, but it's more fresh where I fish than it is salt. But it is brackish. Okay, because like 2 miles up, there's a big falls, and above that falls is no tide and it's fresh water. So whenever you get heavy rain and all that stuff, that fresh water comes dumping down, and so depending on that, it changes the salinity of the water. Okay, depending on the time of year, we fish for the stripers down in the other brackish river on the other end, which is only about 10 minutes away, but that is more salt because that is closer to the bay, if that makes any sense. The other river that I spoke of actually flows into that saltier river. Okay. So that's basically where I fish. When I fish for trout, I fish all, freshwater rivers and creeks out North Jersey. Some of the best trout streams in New Jersey. That's where I fish for that. Recommend fishing in saltwater, if that's what your question was. Are you talking about in Florida? That's funny, Cece. I'm like, look what I did. I got me a catfish. That's funny. If you have some brackish, like backwater rivers that are flowing, into your bay or into your ocean, it's a very good spot certain times of year, because depending on the fish you have down in Florida, like I said, I don't know if the redfish go up into the river and then go back out into the ocean. I don't know what the production is down there, but it's hard to answer that question really, but because I don't live down there. So for me, especially living in New Jersey, I don't like fishing from the beach. Like surf fishing, I don't like it. Trout is similar to salmon, right? Kind of, sort of, yeah. You can see. I guess you can say that. I mean, the meat is different. Where they live is kind of different, but in that family, I guess you can say. Just in general, like shore fishing, offshore fishing, canals. Me personally, like I said, I would fish back rivers, from land or from a dock, like I do here. I really enjoy that. If the bait are running through, just find out, local bait shop or whatever, talk to them, see what bait's running up. I think you could have some really good days, and you're staying local. For me to go down to the ocean, we have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours, to go to a party boat. Or, and once you go down there 2 hours, if you want to go offshore for tuna out in the canyons or something, you're talking, this is a 6 hour, 6 hour boat ride. So my answer to that would be, if you have something closer to your house that is a tributary or back river or a back bay that's flowing into one of your oceans down there, try that from shore. Try it with a kayak, a small boat or whatever, because depending on the time of year and what fish do go in and out, if there's bait in there, like I said, the best thing is to talk to your bait shop or talk to people that fish around there hard. I got a bunch of guys around here that fish down that one dock for the stripers, and we don't talk a lot to other people. You know what I mean? We don't tell too many people on the outside what's going on. So we have a tight knit group with like 8-10 guys that fish that. We'll call each other up. What's going on? How was it yesterday? Is it on? Is it off? How's the water? You know what I mean? We talk it. And you got to get to doing that with some folks. That helps a lot. Getting to know your person who runs like the bait shop or whatever, they can give you a little insight of how those back rivers are doing. If the bait's in, if it's not in, how's the tides? That plays a lot into it, Willie. So, get that local knowledge first. But my suggestion, like I said, and I don't live down there, so I don't know it, but my first instinct would to fish those back rivers, and try them out and see what's back there, because you never know. I mean, I'm glad we found a spot. It's 5 minutes from the house. I mean, if it wasn't here, we'd have to drive an hour and a half to go catch a striper. With the gas prices now, forget about it. Literally, we can go an hour before dinner, catch 2 stripers, and go home. You got to look at convenience too. What's up, Rob? Welcome back, buddy. But that would be my only answer, really. If getting that local knowledge is big, and if they're saying, listen, the bite's offshore, go offshore. If you're there in the back canals, and I think that's what you call them down there, like canals, instead of like we call them here, just like brackish backwater rivers. I would, fish the canals hard. I mean, I hope that helps you in a way a little bit. Thanks, Rob. Let me see something here. Hang on. Corey just said something. If he says he's not going live, I'm going to be mad. Okay, about to go live. All right. You have any other questions, Willie? Or anybody else? This is what I want. I want you guys to come on here and pick my brain, about, what I know, what my knowledge. Like I said, I can only give my knowledge of what I know around the country, I guess you could say. I don't know. All I know about Florida is, like I said to you before, snook, tarpon, redfish, fish like that. That's all I really know. I only fished it once when I was a kid with my dad. I do watch a lot of YouTube channels that fish down there. My pops is good. He's doing good, man. Thanks for asking. Thank you, Cece. But just pick my brain. If just even tackle, like we were just talking before, that's just one example. We're talking about the catfish, what kind of baits, do I use here? Does it work here? Catfish are catfish. I think they work all over the country. You know what I mean? Just the knowledge I have for that, and knots and what gear to use for what situations, especially with trout. Like I want people to come here and pick my brain about trout. I want people to come in here and tell me that they know more about trout than me, and I'll listen to them too. But I have over 35 years knowledge of trout, And I want to share that with people. I will tell him, Rob. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will definitely ask around. Thanks for the advice. I know it's a different state, but I was just wanting to know what you thought about it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, ask me anytime, man. Any questions? Like, if I can help you, I will, man. Well, Rob, you just ruined it for me. Thanks, bud. I didn't see it yet. So I guess that means I didn't win. But okay. I know you didn't mean it. But all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. CNC's going live right now. It's doing a dirty book of that money bag bonus. So go check it out. And I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate your support all the time. You guys are the best. I love you guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.